Hi friends, it's Miss Cynthia back to show you how you can make your own gratitude journal or start a gratitude jar, or both, because they're both really fun. You can do it with your family. All right, so let's talk first about what you need and how to create a gratitude jar. And what is a gratitude jar? Well, a gratitude jar is just a jar that you can use. Maybe it's plastic or glass, depending on what you have. Clean out the contents, so wash it really good with soap and water. So maybe it was your peanut butter jar, that would work really well. Or if you have a glass jar, that's always good. Maybe you had a large water or soup or something in it, you can clean it out. So as long as it has just a lid. Now, you don't even need a jar. You can use any kind of box that you can just put it into, like a shoe box or just like a little box, and just put the gratitude papers in there. I like to use a jar, and then every day I just close it up. All right, so your gratitude jar can be used every day, and I encourage you and your family to fill it completely up. That's why I like to use a really large jar. And then after the month is over, you can dump all the pieces of paper out, and you can remind yourself and your family all the things that you're grateful for, not only in the past, but go, oh yeah, I'm still grateful for having healthy food to eat, or my body, whatever it might be. All right, so how do you do it? Have your jar, clean it out. That's gonna take you a few minutes to do. And you can use little sticky notes like this, or you don't have that, you can just use a plain sheet of paper and just cut some strips. So I'm just gonna cut a couple of strips out. You don't even need them that big so you don't waste paper. You can just cut it in half like this. Make sure to get your grown-ups to help if you have a hard time with the scissors, or make sure you're allowed to use the scissors first. So I will cut enough of these pieces of paper. You can cut them smaller if you want, so that myself and my family have enough. And they're just gonna sit next to the gratitude jar so that you can grab them every day. Now, we're gonna try to make a habit to do this every day. It can be any time during the day. I like to do it in the morning or at night before I go to bed. Okay, so I'm gonna write down, and I like to have my favorite colored marker, which this one's gold. You can have any color crayon or pencil that you want. And you don't even have to put your name. So no one even has to know who wrote it. You can just all share at the end of the month all of the things that you're grateful for. So I'm gonna write down, let's see, I am grateful that I had my tea this morning, my favorite tea. Now I wrote it down, fold it up, and I'm gonna put it in the jar. Just like this. Boom. Let's see, I'm grateful for my neighbor because they brought me some basil yesterday from their garden. So I'm so grateful that my neighbor brought me that over. I didn't even ask them, and they brought it. So I wrote down my neighbor. I'm gonna write down detail. So so I remember, they gave me basil. And again, being grateful doesn't mean you have to receive a thing. This happens to be that they brought me over basil, but what I'm grateful for is that they thought of me, and that it was a surprise, and bonus, I get to eat it. All right, let's see. What else am I grateful for? I am grateful for all the beautiful plants, but especially the garden growing in my backyard. So I wrote that there. Put that here. All right, so you get the idea. I would do a couple each day if you can. There's so many things to be grateful for, right? Maybe you're so grateful that your grown-up read you a storybook before you went to bed, or your brother or sister played a game with you. Those are great things to be grateful for. And fill up the jar, and then at the end of the month, all of you have all of those wonderful things. Dump them out and read them, and then save the jar. on a day that you might not be feeling as happy, maybe that's a good day to remind yourself all the wonderful things in this world, in your life, that you're grateful for. It's a good reminder practice for us to really remember that life has so many small things that give us so much joy in our heart, but sometimes we just have to be reminded. And so this is like a reminder jar. All right, that's one. My other favorite thing to do is to make a gratitude journal. There's a couple of ways you can do it. So you just need paper, just like I showed you, just plain paper. Now you can make a small gratitude journal with just one sheet. So if all you have is just one sheet, that's perfect. You want to fold it in half, just like this. We're going to fold it in half again. And we're going to fold it in half again. Now, that's almost like a little book there, but guess what? You've got to cut the bottom. So, almost there. We're just going to cut about a ½ inch on the bottom, just like this, so that it's open pages. Yay! Now look, I have some open pages. I need to cut some here. Just like a ½ inch. Now that's one way to do it. You can do it several different ways. But now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have about 8 sheets here. Okay, so that's like a teeny tiny one. I'll show you a big one in a second. So what I'm going to write on the very front is my name, or I can decorate it. I can put stickers or draw pictures, and I'm putting gratitude journal on it. GRATITUDE. All right, and I love hearts, so I like to put hearts all over it. And my name, whatever you want. This is your journal. And then every day you can write on every page. So you have several different spaces to write. You can write front and back. And let's see, you can write even 3 a day that you're things that you're grateful for, or something that happened to you that you're grateful. So that's a small version. If you want to do a bigger version, you can just have a couple of sheets of paper and fold them in half like this. Decorate the outside, decorate the back, decorate each page, or instead of just writing down what you're grateful for, you can draw what you're grateful for. So if I was grateful, which I am, for all the clouds outside, I can draw some beautiful clouds all over, maybe some birds flying in the sky. I don't even have to write anything down. It can just be a gratitude journal full of pictures. So use your imagination. Write down gratitude journal on the outside. Decorate it so you're so excited to use it every single day. You can put glitter on it, or if you have glue, you can put stickers, whatever you want to do. But that is your gratitude journal, and that you get to keep. So maybe one day before you go to bed, you just read all of the things that you are grateful for. Oh, you will sleep like a baby because your heart will be so full of love and joy, because all of those things you reminded yourself you could be grateful for. All right, so bring your hands to your heart, friend. Let's take a big deep breath in together, because I am so grateful for my breath in my body. And out. All right, have fun making your gratitude jar or gratitude journal, or both. Bye.